This is Sicarius Dracus Plays Oxygen Not Included number 17. So when you mess with something over and over and over and over and over and over, and it keeps breaking, and you're like, I just don't really know why, and so you sit down and you start thinking about it. Well, friends, this aqua tuner does not care about this thermosensor. I don't know if this is funny to anybody else, if you've been watching and you haven't noticed it yourself, or if you did notice it, but all it cares about is this temperature sensor here. So once again, we're going to break into this thing and fix it for real. Like, I don't know. Sometimes you just yep. Oh, and also the position on this is like horrible. There's not a great way to position this. Yeah, I can't flip it the reverse way. So we're gonna have to do it here. Can I do it here? Nope. It doesn't matter there. There, I can definitely do it. Yep. So that's the problem the entire time, is that this the automation wire hasn't been respecting what we've been sending to it. With the thermosensor. Let's break in one more time. This additionally really just makes me want to break this down and just close it off, because it's not really. I mean, it's just sitting here chooching out some free power, right? It's all it's really doing, and it's just being a pain in the butt. But then I tell myself, no, you're wrong, because what this is doing is this is cooling down your entire base. Can somebody get these three, please? Let's take a look at the plumbing real quick. Our plumbing broke, so we need to add more onto it. Yep, they're going to be quite hot. Hey, you found some dirt that you wanted? Sweet. Lock that up. Okay, now you're going to respect it. Right? Okay, so we need to cut this here. You are green if both of these are green. That was going to happen. Oh, oops. And I wasn't paying attention, and we overpressured the pipe because I wasn't putting it directly on. Oh, these little teeny tiny little water droplets. Once this gun gets there, I'll let this one go too. Well, these little regular water droplets are a pain in my butt. That should set it right, and then we'll have it'll break 2 or 3 times because of the pipe, because it'll put it out too cold. Okay, so this is sitting at 0, so I'm okay. Like, we could probably crank it down now. There's the water breaking. Okay, water's out of that line. Is there water in this line somewhere, or was it just a mistake? Some weird little happening. Okay. Oh yeah, right. It was from over here when the water was going to these. And look, there's no water in this. And there's water here. Huh. So if this is empty and this is empty, we could, I could just like actually drain the rest of this out of here. Oh, we have so much good water in here. We need to finish the design for this, and the design finishing is not that we're gonna have this. Okay, so how about we just change this line up? Comes from here, and then we just make a line that goes around and then has a green signal into here. We'll just cut this. This will pump from our pipe, or the pipe, our infinite storage here. Ooh, that's cool. Clay, you did so well here. You did so well. I love the look of boiling water. This is going to erupt very reasonably. All right, come on, friends. Oh yeah, we need to fix this. We're making some fun experiments with sulfur. One sulfur, four sulfur. Just gonna watch the refinery over here on this side, and watch them do on their bridges over here. Bridges. Okay, we got water. Water goes to gas. Yay. Nature is healing. I realize I should probably put some... I should close this up. They don't need to go in here. And we shouldn't be just letting oxygen go out like that. And then also we're not letting pressure... We're not properly letting pressure through, so I should probably also close this one up and this one, especially because they're going to use this one. This is my, like, too much oxygen gets vented out this way, and if anything is made in here that we don't want to have in here, then also it gets dumped out the bottom. It'll probably get drank by this. So maybe I could just close these two off. Yeah. And then I would never have a problem. It would be... Yeah, that's how we're going to do it. Yep. Close this place off. And that way, it's fine. Alrighty. They're digging. This is cooling. We're already down to like minus 12. Who skulks? Yep. This is also dangerous to let them up here. Yeah, she's gonna faint. Yeah, we might not be able to let them down here anymore. They're picking up crap from down here. Might need to close this off here and make them come this way. We also need to finish this bridge here because I'm not allowing people through this right now. And this is getting, I mean, it's temperate. It's not actually terrible. We also mess this up if automation. If it's not oxygen right here, we're gonna do something to it. We also need to finish this here, so we're gonna break in right now into here and make ourselves a little water lock so that we can get in normally. New printables are available. Ooh. More pike apple. Oh, geez, you guys can go so far. What do we got going on in here? Algae? And, like, eco pack. This is gonna make them run a long way for some eco packs, but we need them to get them to go in. We're gonna run a boop through that, and so that we only need power. What are you making? You got plenty of sand. You're just making sand, huh? And this is only a level 5 task. Might as well turn that back into abyssalite. What's going on here? You can't get enough gunk? I've never actually had one of these break. That's kind of interesting. I guess I'm just gonna deconstruct these two. Deconstruct these two, mop right here, and then that should mop these two here. Yep. Lumb is hungry. We also need to rebuild this, but it's fine. now that we've got a bit of automation time. Cool. They can start making gunk. This is packed full though. This needs to get handled because I think that it's not getting handled as appropriately as it should. Got water going in here. We got gunk going in here. We just continually are letting gunk through. What is going on with these lines? This is full. We don't need two of these, so let's deconstruct this and make another liquid reservoir. Of course, I would do that one little plumbing hip right there. Hitch, plumbing hitch. Da, da, da. And then it comes out here, so it's we're both gonna draw it there. All right, well that buys us a bit more time. This water is meant to to be a cycle, and it's not cycling anymore. Well, it's fine. It's just that it's overpressure. Okay, do we have any more gunk in there? We don't. They finally got rid of it. Let's go take a look at these, because we definitely have gunk in here. These need pressure. We need oxygen. We're breathing through our oxygen. So it's kind of like an alarm for us here. If we start seeing these die, then we know that we're not making enough oxygen. These are critical, so these need to stay full. I have 3 full lines, and this one seems to not be putting any other oxygen out there, so we need to set this line back. Oop. We also have been letting oxygen through here. How did we get rid of all the chlorine in the base? If that never worked, how did we get rid of all the chlorine? I don't know. Mysteries. Why did I make this out of nickel? What is wrong? Oh, no, there's no pipe right there. So it's 36, 82. Quick to look at power here. This is running, not running? I don't know. Here we get into the, like, I want to be working in space. I want to be doing other things. But here I am, like, nitpicking little teeny tiny things. And we will continue to nitpick little teeny tiny things for some time. Because everything, like, this, I have seen so many better bases than this. Base builds for this, that's just like, why not just rip this out and do something better with it? We've got puffs, that's great. We don't even have a squeaky puff, we just have puffs. And they're starving to death, but there isn't enough squeedles or dartles in here to let them through. There is here. There isn't here, and that's probably because the pufflets are messing up my numbers. Can you get these guys? Can we relocate these guys out of here? This is supposed to be a chlorine room, and it has more or oxygen than chlorine in it. All right, we got those guys in there. New printables are available. Spore? Brisket? We can do brisket. I like food. I saw that one turn off for a second, and I'm suspicious. These need more. That's fine. We're not trying to feed everything out of there. This is a mess. Okay. Lots of things that are messes. Do we care? It's okay. I have a feeling that this was water-based. Man. There was algae in here? Love how they rub on their eyes as soon as they get hit by that. Apparently we got some copper. The lums are starving. Oh, what? Okay, yep, these are intentionally being starved because this is full on energy here. We are missing Virtual Planet, which is what we're hoping to get done. These Atmos suits, we're checking them. Yep, they're fine. Great. Our stress is going back down. Probably should check our plastic. About half of what we need for all the research that exists. View interior. Holy moly, we've got tons of algae. Power bank. And then also plastic. I'll take plastic in here too. Should be quite a bit of errands. And I can just leave this 9 and then go over to our little power bank thing that isn't being used here. Shoot, this isn't even being used. I'm gonna drip the water that's right here into here. That'll fill that, and then they have their way in, and then we'll dig through afterwards. We also need to make this a power plant room, so we're gonna have to close that off, and I'll just make this a room in here anyway. So this is a separate room. They will jump up on here. That's fine. Can they jump up on there? Yep, they will be able to. Great. We can't put any more gas in here, which means the pipe is blocked here. Which means this isn't running. Because it doesn't have any water, because it doesn't have any sand. And he's probably starving to death, because he doesn't have anything to eat. Do. I don't know where they are. Just dig that, and we'll cancel the gold amalgam, and in favor of just iron, in favor of just nickel. Might go too hot, though. There's that problem. Come on, finish this up. Yeah. Is this polluted dirt? No one. Absolutely no one. Then that's fine. It will live just like this. And this is going to start eating. Great. This is good news. And this is going to trend towards 95. So I should probably get keep dupes from coming down here. They're going to try and come around, though. Whoa! This is saying it's minus 25 up in here. Well, sort of is. Maybe some, like, gold plate right here. Get it, Eduardo? And we're just trying to cool off, like, the worst of the gases. Like, they have very little temperature control. And the other thing is that well, we're letting out our temperature through here. We're letting out temperature through these and this. So this will never ever be cold. Let's take a look. Do 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 do. This claims it's eating, but look at the pressure. And that would absolutely, like, destroy my base. The pressure in here would absolutely destroy my base. Yep. Phosphorus? Pip egg? Sure. We'll take pip egg. I want Pacu egg, because the Pacus tend to find their way out of here. Maybe I should make a little spot right here. Dump this salt water, and then any Pacu eggs that come in here can come and live in this little cramped salt water. And then that prevents animals from, like, walking out into here. Just trying to help him from feeling floppy. Oh, he still didn't get a good go. No? Not even then? Still absolutely useless. He'll never make an egg. You're not confined anymore, are you? I think it's water tiles, right? We need to have like 8 water tiles along here for it to work. Another thing that I could do, I didn't really think about that before, but we could use a fish trap. Where to put it? I think we can put a fish trap right here. And have him get trapped in the fish trap once he flops out here. And then him getting trapped we should set up a critter pickup. Do we need to have 2? Do I need to set 2? Where did you get shocked from? There's all max 0 critters in this hallway. I'd love to make a line right here and just fill this up right here, and then just have the one fishy right here. I think I have to have the two so that it can go back and forth. There it goes. We're going to deconstruct this so that this just flows out. All this stuff can go here. I think that's going to flow a little bit too much. Can I get them to do that one? Nice. Do we have a fish drop-off? Nope, I never made a fish drop-off. Why did you do that for? Why are you not sweeping like absolutely everything? Oh, because we wanted the seacomb seeds, right? Right. Because they're going to eat those seacomb seeds. Fish. All fish. 9. Make sure that there's fish in that fish. So that Paku finally got delivered. So now we have that loop going on. Let's see if he stays horrible. Nah, he's fine. Another thing that I could do, it doesn't really matter. I was going to say make a water fort, but I think it's got to be in... Maybe not. we basically, it would fit right here if I excavated these. What? We'll leave a section of 8 of these so that they don't harvest these. Or maybe we'll leave it on the back end. Actually, that's what we'll do, is in the back end here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then these can just remain normal. She needs to be able to stand on this. Boop, boop, boop. And then we'll put in our little princess castle. How are you getting in through here? Alrighty. Also, I noticed we don't have any more knits in here. What about down here? What's going on in here? Nope. Here's the base pressures. This could use some work. This is all oxygen in here. I thought there was supposed to be a vent in here. Here, come dig that out. All right, let's see what they got going on here. What do we have cooking? We have 2.4 megajoules. That is going to last us like 3 or 4 days. We have all of the algae and a bunch of eco banks. So what we need to do is we need to give our duplicants. They're going to use it's. Oh, I guess we're going to be using the science. I thought this was an operating. It is an operating goal. It's not a science goal. It's an operating goal. So we need to make a duplicant, a boop that is very good at operating. Machinery is what we're looking for. And she's got -3. She's doing whatever she's going to do. So we actually need to go and make a custom duplicant. Let's go down and make one. A rocketry. Wow. Science. Wow. Let's see. But we're right on the border of the ability to, like, we're running out of oxygen and the temperature's just way too high. Okie dokie. Mm-hmm. Lums. And then I also found out that we need to, for this particular build here, we need to change the way this is. They need to stand on a platform right here. There needs to be a platform right here for them to sit on. Otherwise, the door is going to break their task. So we're going to deconstruct this door too. It's going to break that, but no big deal. The door needs to stay like this, and then we put in our happy thing, and then also put back the critter condo so we can just sit there and chill. What's wrong with this one? Just looks unhealthy. And then we need to open this door here, right here. The overgrow will still grow over it. Are you just too hot? It must be that it's too hot. Our dinosaur ranch is successful. Mostly. We're going to relocate this one. Oh, that's neat. It fell over to the side. We need to rebuild this floor here. So as cool as this floor is, we need to rebuild it and close it up so that it's not freezing, or so that it's freezing. Something else to consider, if this room gets to actual freezing, then if this room gets to actual freezing, then our liquid locks will freeze up. So we need to be careful about that. This is 3x, and that's how fast he's working. He needs to get fixed. Okay, so over here, we need to teach them the maths. So what I want is machinery boosters. So we're going to train 6 of these and 2 piloting. Do we need this to... I'm looking for making sure that orbital data collection lab, we need an astronomy. So we do need an astronomy. Let's make a few of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What do I want? 2? Let's go 2. How about 3? And then they should go down here and start making me here? Should go somewhere and start making microchips and filling the need here. Delivered shale? I think we're fine on sand for a minute. Yeah, we got 328 tons. We're good on sand for a minute. We also are good on table salt, so that's fine too. They scraped this. Wow. I guess it's time to have my digging dupes really start doing some digging. Look at all this gold. See, we got plenty of gold. I need to remember my numbers here. This says it's gonna go, but 30, and we'll go 29. We'll also just go 30 here, so that both of them will do the same. And this one is supposed to go much later, right? 20, great. In this room, could I get all of the, I could put this into here and then have this go into here. There we go. Now we'll have an extra spot for some biodiesel. Oh, whoa! Never mind. Never mind. Plenty of biodiesel made. What do we need? It's like, did he die already? Pretty sure this requires, I don't know, maybe not. I'm pretty sure that required something, but this might be a really nice way for them to get the feed that they need. Got good water, got everything. We're just waiting on skills. Oop. A piece of iridium right there. Multiple teeny pieces of iridium. So I guess another task I can put in at a 6 here would be to just, like, flatten this. Seems like I did it a little bit below. Mm. These are probably super hot. A little bit. Need to fill this in as well. This area isn't even useful. We're not even using it for anything. It's got a bit of oxygen and stuff in it, but whatever. We'll close this up, and then we'll close this up and plate it, and then we'll have our room for rockets. New printables. Another wart seed. That's so cool. Our research is just sitting here on the edge doing nothing. Just sitting there waiting for stuff to happen. I might as well come through here and start working on the rest of them while we look for more. There's another thing here. So let's come in here and find out what this one is. I know I'm well aware that you can exploit to get it if you want to. Polluted oxygen at 500 C. Nah, we don't need that. I really like the 30C polluted water. Now that I think about it, is that could, if we just, oh, someone's trapped. How come? How is it, my friend, that every time you build something, I find you stuck somewhere? Oh, I mean, you did a good job. Oh, yeah. What was that? Okay. And now Freya is El Suffocado because she went and found out that this is a cool steam vent. Yay, great. Can you not get back? You can't. Dig that? And run? You're crazy. Just for sanity's sake, over here somewhere, I need to put Saturn critter trap, a space for Saturn critter traps. Because if we have them, then we want to be using them. Or at least we want to have them like in this area here. So we're going to put some spots down for some Saturn critter traps just in case they happen to show up. We have not gotten these done yet. What have we built? One. Oh, there was something else up here. Got a hydrogen vent. That's great. Hydrogen is interesting. Where was it? Am I looking right at it? Up here. There was another one up here. Let's go take a look at this one too. Can I do it from warm? I can. I can completely avoid the warm or the cold area here. he won't be able. No one will be able to submit a bioscan because they have to stand in front of that door. So that's why we got a problem right there. So that needs to get fixed, and then we're gonna have them just deconstruct their way out and up to whatever this is. Chop it all to bits. I know it's a puzzle, but you know, oh, it's funny because you only have to get a duplicate right here. And then this one wants a duplicate both here and here, but we don't care about that. You're killing it, Lyra. Hey, wait. While I got you, can you move to here? Oh. Okay, so who gets it? Eduardo, man, he really seems like he's having a bad time of it. And I'm also going to switch my research back over to glass in the hopes that this one databank. Oh, man. What's going on here with Higby? Nah, he's fine. Higby's a bro, man. He's like, I'm just gonna go out there, get this job done, and no big deal. Oh, he didn't even care. I don't even know what I gave it to Eduardo. No, that was the mistake. It should have gone to Higby. I will say though, it should have gone to Eduardo. That deep diver lungs on Eduardo is going to make his space travel last so much longer. He's going to run out of energy way before he runs out of oxygen, which, you know, he's basically going to sip on oxygen. You got this, buddy? He didn't even go home. He didn't even go home. He went, peed, and called it a day. What a stud. All right, I'm gonna call it a day I'm gonna call it a day. We're on cycle 300. Finally, we're gonna launch a rocket here and get this thing out into space and do some orbital collection. I thank you for joining me on this non-episode episode where we basically just fought things, fought the gaps in our stuff for a bit. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to set Eduardo up with the chips that he needs, and then once he's got the chips that he needs, then we're going to send him into space and have him just be in space for a very, very long time. We're collecting megajoules right now for power, so he'll be out there for a long, long time, just at our border. Okay, thank you for watching. This is also like really having problems. We're getting cold. It's getting colder. It's minus 6.8. Maybe I should lock this up so that they stop going in here. Everything else seems like it's a dig. All right, great. See ya.